Hello guys, and welcome again to Runway Insight stream. I hope you are all doing very well. Let me just fix the volume. It should be better now. Hello and welcome once again to the stream. Today we are taking the Aegean Airlines Airbus A320 from Athens, where we are located or situated right now, over to Zakynthos, which is a lovely Greek island. I've been there in real life myself. It's a really wonderful place to spend your holidays, for example. So let's get this show underway. So let's call the catering service. We are flying under the Olympic call sign, but obviously operated by the Aegean Airlines. Hello Christian, how you doing? Okay, let me just download the briefing. There we go. So we are Olympic 052. We're flying from Athens to Zakynthos. Our block fuel today is 4,600 kilograms. We have... let me show you actually. Just don't mind the flight number and the call sign, because it's incorrect. Otherwise, the registration is correct. The engines are not correct. That's interesting. Anyways, our estimated zero fuel weight is 58 tons, or slightly above. We have the block fuel of 4,600 kilograms. We have 119 passengers on board, almost 2 tons of cargo, payload in total 14.3 tons. So this is our briefing. It's cool that they just crash into their own cars, GSX, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyways. Okay, our cockpit's dead, obviously, because we're loaded in the cold and dark state. So let's bring it up to life. So let's connect the GPU. Let's head over to overhead panel and let's start batteries 1 and 2. And engage the external power, so we have some juice running in. And let's just go from the bottom left, so crew supply goes on. Then we need to align the IRS, so we just set them to the nav position. Just wait for the light to come off like this. Now we can do the second one. And the third one as well. Packs on. Let's put this to the normal position, the flow, the heating basically, or the air conditioning. Fuel pumps on. Navigation and logo lights on. Seatbelt signs on. No smoking signs on, and the emergency lights are armed as well. So the aircraft is now performing all sorts of tests. So IRS in align, 6 minutes, so we need to wait for the IRS to align. Let's just bring this lighting. Hello Rose, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Alright, so our cruising altitude today is flight level 220, cost index 30. Okay, the catering is finished. So let's request boarding. 119er. That's the number of passengers we have today. I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you doing today? K. I love this livery. I just love it. One of the best liveries out there, I think. This now actually old Aegean Airlines livery. Good to hear that you're doing good. Alright, let's hop into the aircraft. QNH today is 1014 at Athens Airport, to be exact. And let's head over to the MCDU. I finally updated the ARX. I always forget, and now finally I remembered, so here we are. Let's just put the fuel in. So we have 4,600 kilograms only. It's a short flight. There we go. And we're flying from Athens over to Zakynthos. We're Olympic 052 today. Cost index 30, cruising altitude of 220. Okay, here's the crew. What is the name of the arrival airport? It's Zakynthos International Airport, I think. It has some kind of a name. Let me check, actually. It's basically Zakynthos. It's an island, Greek island. But let me just check what's the name of the airport. Dionysos Solomos. I have no idea if that is correct. Sorry, Greeks, but that's the name. Oh, you prefer the new Aegean livery? Oh boy. I don't know. I just like this one more. I think it has much more vibe. I feel it's better, this one. I love the tail. I think the tail looks really good. And I also like this red line all the way and the gray belly. Let me check the active runway at Athens airport. Okay, so the active runway for departure is runway... Oh, where are my charts? I haven't opened charts. Okay, let's fix that. So it's runway 03 left for departure. It's weird because it's situated more for arrivals than departures, but we will get over with. Oh, you're French. Cool, cool. No worries, mate. I'm Czech, so I'm making mistakes as well, so yeah. I'm not a native English speaker. And there they are with the luggage. Okay, where's the bus? There it is. There are our passengers as well. We have 119 of them on board today. Interesting turn there. We're at stand Bravo 40. We will need to go to the other side of the airport actually for the departure, because the runway is at the other side. Oh, there is an old Boeing, looks like, in the Olympic livery. Good to see that. Nice feature of this scenery from Fly Tampa. I'm Czech. But my heart is Dutch, man. I love Dutch people. Okay, here they are. Okay, let me just go grab something to drink. I'll be back in 1 minute, and by then the boarding should be finished as well, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Give me just a moment, please. I am back. You make your flight plans on SimBrief or PFPX. I use SimBrief for my flight plan planning. I used to use PFPX, but since I use VAMSys to fly for virtual airlines, basically, there's an integration with SimBrief, so it's easier for me just to create a SimBrief flight plan nowadays than in PFPX. Okay. What a beautiful cockpit we have. So, the IRSs are aligned. So, it's runway 03 left for departure. And we're flying via the it's no SID, I think, today, because we're flying direct to Rilin. But let me just quickly check what SIDs do we have here. Boarding completed. Nice. So let's put in our zero fuel weight, which is 58.1. There we are. And let's continue with the flight plan. Oh, let me just quickly put the block fuel and the zero fuel weight / zero fuel weight center of gravity in, so we have all these numbers here, and we're flying direct to Rilin. Is it? Yes, it is. There we are. Rilin. Enter. What's next? We have airways, so we're flying from Rilin to Ara via November 604. And then it's direct. So this is our super simple flight plan for today's flight. Flaps 0 for departure, that's for sure. Flaps 0. Flaps 1, I wanted to say. And 55. Okay, let's put the altitude in, 220. Let's start our APU as well. There we go. And we will prepare for pushback and departure in just a moment. So how we're gonna taxi? Let's see. is the pack, which is not off, but obviously will do its job. Can turn them off. Okay, so let's taxi. Let's go back a bit. Let's taxi via Kilo and then Bravo. Oh, no, okay. They're taxiing the other way. So let's go via Hotel and then Alpha. Can just show you real quick. So we're here at the North Apron. We'll go via Juliet, then Delta, Hotel, Alpha to holding point. Runway 03 left. Okay, the APU is now started. Let's release the GPU. We don't need it anymore. Ground trucks as well. Beacon light is on. And let's call the pushback truck. Do you want to request pushback? Yes, of course. We can't really go... Oops. Okay, interesting reload. I got a bit scared there. Anyways. This goes on. Hello, 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 Chief. Oh, my Volanta isn't started. And Pegasus. Let me just fix that real quick. Oh, we can go only straight. I'm not really used to the quick edit one, so let's just go straight and hope for the best. Okay, so we're pushing back. We will have to cut it, that's for sure, the pushback. I am a bit afraid, but hopefully we'll be fine. So let's start engine number... It is an idle. Okay, interesting. But just managed to put it there in the correct spot. So engine number 2 is spooling up. It will probably jump like crazy when I will stop the pushback. But it is what it is. Let's stop it here. Please don't do anything stupid. Where are you going? No, please stop. Why is he still going? Okay, our tail is dead, obviously. There we go. I had to catch it last second there. Anyways, engine number 2 is now available, so let's start engine number 1 as well. I am using enhanced atmospherics, yes.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist.
Okay, so they are disconnecting now, so that's great. This is a livery by Anybuilds. If you're wondering where I got this livery from, it's not from the forums, it's from Anybuilds, so that's that. Okay, engine number 1 is now available as well, so let's put the ignition back to normal. Flaps 1 for departure. Let's turn the predicted wind shear on.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
APU off. Taxi lights on. And let's start taxiing. So parking brakes released. Let's engage the nose wheel steering. And let's taxi towards the runway. I haven't. No, this should be default FS Labs cockpit. I used the how it's called. I don't know how they're called, but there are some freeware textures for the FS Labs. I used to use them, but I do not use them anymore. I just think the FS Labs cockpit does its job really well. So that's what it is. Hello Dan, how are you doing? Good to see you. Glad you made it. We're just about to depart from Athens and we'll be heading to Zakynthos for a rather lovely approach. Yeah, I think they're the one, but I'm not using them now. It may look a bit different because I'm using an HDR fix, which may make the cockpit look a bit different. Oops. This way it's armed, and let's check the TO config, and it's normal. Good stuff. So let's make our way to taxiway hotel and then Alpha. Cabin's ready, that's good to hear. Here are no signs for some reason, but this is hotel. So we will make our way and pass the 737-200, looks like, of Olympic Airways. It's a cool scenery. I love the docking system in Athens, actually. It's like a white line in a box, which basically it's nothing too advanced. It's just the perspective you see the line from while you're closing in. Then you know exactly when to stop. It's like really cool stuff. I love it. Oh, here's a highway. Hello there. We definitely went on this highway with a taxi when I was in Athens. Was actually 2019, so 2 years ago. Yes, I have the winglets version as well of FS Labs. Or the sharklets. Okay, here's Alpha. So let's turn on to Alpha now. Making this turn a bit too fast, but nothing too serious. Okay. It's a long taxi to this runway, it really is. But it is what it is. We're almost there. Going a bit crazy around here. Let's do not exceed 30 knots. It is a speedy plane on ground, the A320, not gonna lie. When in idle, it's still accelerating, more or less. Never happens to in a Boeing. Anyways, we're here. So let's turn on wet radar, TCAS. Yeah, it is indeed very long taxi. So let's make our way onto the runway. So let's turn on strobe lights and also landing lights. Jesus, the police sirens just going crazy outside. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully they're not going after me. Or maybe the firefighters as well. They're really close to my place, so I hear them quite a lot. Okay, here we are. So we're ready. So let's turn on the clock. Let's just do this. And let's get out of here. So let's disconnect the nose wheel steering. And let's go. There we go. Oops. There it is. No. Interesting. Manflex SRS and runway. I have some weird throttle position going on, but never mind. This is accelerating super fast. V1 rotate, and it's not in man anymore. Interesting. I have to hold it there. Anyways, positive climb. Gear is coming up. Hopefully the climb position of the throttles will be a bit better, or the thrust levers. Ignition should be set to normal. Okay, interesting. Yes, climb is working just fine. And let's make this turn. And accelerate a bit. Interesting haze. But we'll get over with. Nice scenery. The Open LC Europe really doing its job here in Greece. So speed check flaps up. Let's engage the autopilot now. Yeah, sure. I will be more than happy to see you here for the landing, mate. Spoilers disarmed. As you can see, it's a rather short flight, so let's prepare the arrival already. Conditions. Zakynthos. Okay, so it's for runway 16. The wind, that's for sure. Let's put the bar reference to standard. So what do we have here? Approach. Let's turn the lights off. Let's see what the real planes are doing at Zakynthos today. So they're landing on runway 16, that's for sure. And they're doing the VOR approach, I think. And it will be Star Ara 4 Bravo or 1 Mike. For Bravo, feels like. Let's insert that and let's check how it looks, shall we? So let's go down. Let's see. Okay, so it's this interesting thing which it has calculated for us, I think. Let me check actually the flight from Athens, which went there earlier today, and they did exactly what we have here, this VOR approach, so let's do just that. And I think it will be okay, hopefully. So this is pre-programmed well. And let's make our way to Zakynthos. Let's view some cinematics, shall we? So, we are approaching our cruising altitude. Flight level 220. And we will be descending in just around 40 nautical miles. Lovely views of the mountains. Lovely scenes. So let's turn on the fasten seatbelt signs already, because we're just about 15 minutes from landing, and we're doing the VOR approach for runway 16. The exact same approach that the real plane on this route did earlier today. So let's get down there. Let me check which altitude we need to descend to. So it is blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's descend to 2,600. Then let's take over from the autopilot and destination data. So QNH at Zakynthos Airport is 1012. Temperature 31 degrees Celsius, so pretty hot down there. Wind is 145 degrees 8 knots, gusting no gusts actually. Good. And the minimums are 1,100. Oops, sorry. It's like this. So that is done, and let's start descending already, because we're just about to hit the top of the descent. Let's put auto brake. Let me see how the runway length. So it's 2,200 meters. So let's go for auto brake medium, and maybe we can then take this turning point already, hopefully. It will stop in place basically, this plane, on medium auto brakes, but the runway isn't that long, so let's stick with that for the time being. Ooh, interesting reload. So we have some clouds here. That looks stunning, actually. Interesting. That looks really good. Nice. Love the 3D clouds. Really stepping up the game, I feel like. We have a company message, so let's read it. Blah blah blah, that's some wet report stuff. Okay. Thanks for that. Okay, and H is 1014. It's interesting because it says that the weather is just broken. This looks like an overcast, more or less, to me. But it looks good, so I'm not complaining. But definitely we want to see something when we're doing a VOR approach. And not an actual autoland / ILS landing. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, mate. We're at 12,000 feet, just descending towards Zakynthos. We will be there in a moment. $10,000 feet, so lights on. Seatbelt signs are already on. So let's do this. We're still in the clouds, which is not a big deal, but hopefully the visibility will be a bit better. Let's see the wing view. Yeah, we can already see the ground, so shouldn't be anything too serious. There it is. We're out of the clouds at 8,000 feet, so that's more than enough. Okay, so we will make this right-hand turn, and then it's a left-hand turn onto the final. And we will take over at 2,600 feet. The airport is right in front of us, right there. You can see the runway, and here is the terminal. Okay, we need to slow down because we're a bit too fast, I feel like, at this stage. So let's use some speed brakes and let's activate the approach phase. It's VOR. So we can't use autoland, no. Okay, let's stretch the flaps a bit. So speed check flaps 1. Speed check flaps 2. And let the plane descend now. We'll descend like crazy now. But we should make it. So we're starting the left-hand turn just now, and we're at 4,000, that's alright. So the airport is right there. You can see the poppies already. Looking good. Yeah, it is really cool. It is really cool, isn't it? Especially in the cabin. Cabin ready. Good to hear that. Okay. There is the airport. Right there.
2500.
That is checked. Okay, let's start slowing down to our VREF speed. Let's put flaps 3 just to help that pitch a bit. Let's put the gear down. And flaps full. There it is. So let's reach that, and I will take over. There we are. Let me take over. And let's fly the plane to the runway. So we're a bit too high. That's right. I don't know why it keeps saying ignition when the ignition is in the correct position. But it is what it is. Ooh, reload. Yeah, this is more of a Zakynthos weather. We're visual, so let's We have visual with the runway, so let's just keep this visual, take out the flight directors, and fly to the runway, our own. There we are, right on the money, a bit too high, according to the puppies. So let's maybe refer to them. There we are. 2 whites, 2 reds. Oh, I love how the clouds are just going and transforming. That's great. So we're stabilized, we have ECAM no blue, landing gear down, flaps full, spoilers armed,
1000.
and passenger signs on as well.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. We have a 9 knot crosswind, but nothing too serious. Checked.
400.
A bit too low according to the puppies, but I think we're fine.
300.
Especially considering the vertical profile.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard. 5.
Here we are. Spoilers up. Reverse green. And these, let's take out the auto brakes already. Reversers are coming in. Oh, and I think we will just miss this turning point. Yeah, let's go to the end. Be too hot on the brakes. Don't want to be too harsh on them. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zakynthos. Flight time 3-5 minutes. Spoilers are coming in. Flaps are coming in. Thank you. It was a bit harder than I wanted, but we're down safely in the touchdown zone and on the center line as well, more or less. This is a freeware scenery actually of Zakynthos. It's really good one. So landing lights off. This goes to taxi. We need to leave the strobe lights on since we're on the runway still. So, the landing rate was minus 241, so a bit rough. But considering the airport we're at, I think that's right. So, let's go to stand number 4. Turning onto the apron. TCAS and wet radar. So here we are. What a lovely short hop this was. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And let's park next to this Thomas Cook A321. And yeah, it's a shame that they are not with us anymore. I am flying offline currently, mate. Oh, I never stopped the strobe lights. Never mind. Here we are. And stop. Hello, we just landed, mate. What a shame you missed the landing. We haven't turned on the APU. Let's go straight to ground power. Yeah, it is. What a scenery for free, isn't it? Looks gorgeous. Looks really, really, really good. Okay, let's start deboarding, shall we? Okay guys, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this short flight. I have other plans now, so we're not doing the return flight today, I'm afraid. I have to wash my car and then I'm going out for the evening. So I will catch up with you guys hopefully soon, maybe tomorrow. Maybe on Sunday, we will see. But I hope you enjoyed this particular stream. I hope to see you on the next one. And while the passengers are deboarding and the luggage is being loaded off the plane, I'm disconnecting. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope to see you on the next stream. See you, take care.